Look till I'm blind, can't see the sign, but you can't see it either. Let me put down my load by the side of the road. Take time for a breather. I'm dusty and beat, I can't take the heat. It's a hot wind that's been blowing, and I lost my way so many times, forgot where I was going. But that's all behind the troublesome time. No such thing as glory. Right to the point, come on, light me a joint. Get on with the story. Some reefer and wine, put me behind some friendly conversation. And right on time, old 99, we'll pull into the station.
Oh, yes, you're for the flat. Well, I was just in the bath, dripping wet. Well, come in, have a look around, and just give me a minute. Sorry everything's such a mess. I've been trying to get packed for days. It's quite comfortable, actually. Are you a student?
Yes.
Oh, then it'll be very convenient for you, just a step away from the campus. Of course, it's bound to go very quickly. There have been 4 or 5 people in to have a look already. I'd love to keep it myself, but this friend of mine needed a roommate, and in a weak moment I said yes. Oh, my name's Pamela. Watson May. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Evergood. Ian Evergood.
Oh, well, how do you do? Oh, come, let me give you the grand tour. The place is quite nice, actually, though I suppose it's hard to say, isn't it, with all this muck in the way?
Oh, no. Don't give it a second thought. It's a terribly bloody bore shifting from one flat to another.
The bed's in here.
Oh, yes. Quite.
The rent is $45.
Quite.
Well, that's the lot.
Do you happen to know what time it is by any chance?
It's just gone 4:30.
Oh, good Lord. I had no idea it was so late. Where does the day go? It's time for tiffin already.
Tiffin?
Yes, well, one's early upbringing dies hard, I suppose. Actually, tea time is one of the things I miss most in this country. Don't you?
No, not really.
Oh.
I suppose I could give you a cup, though, if you'd like.
I say, you wouldn't have something to nibble on, would you?
Help yourself. I must say, you don't quite seem like the academic type.
Oh, the clothes? I've been on a bit of a hunting trip. Bears and wolves, mostly.
How exciting. Well, I must say it'll be rather dull for you back here, after all that.
Oh, not necessarily. Still, it is a bit, strange, you know, to find oneself back after all this while. Pretty girl, apple, kettle on for tea. It's very Proustian, actually.
Madeleine cookie sort of thing.
That's just it. The alchemy of the senses.
So incredibly precise.
That divine scene when Swan meets Odette for the first time.
Marvelous. Look, I think I've got to...
English girl, soft. Oh, creamy skin.
Oh, please stop it.
Ooh, a little golden hair right there.
Oh, no, please, Ian, stop it.
gonna move you, baby.
No! Oh, you're disgusting. Oh, the kettle. Let me get the tea.
What the tea?
Oh, you're an animal. Your name isn't ever good.
No, it's Nassus Papadopoulos. But you can call me Paps.
Hi, everybody. This is Murray the K and the Swingin' Soiree. We've got the Poor Lads and Down by the Riverside.
Down by the riverside, I went my little bladder down. Down by the riverside, down by the riverside.
A high fly ball out the short center field. Mantle is certainly under. This may be it. He's got it! And the New York Yankees wrap up the seventh and final game of the 1958 World Series 6-2 over the Milwaukee Braves. The Yankees are mobbing Turley on the mound.
Something slow. Murray the K and the Five Satins going to team up to take care of those fellas out there who may be doing a little submarine race watching at this time.
Make her move close up against me.
President Eisenhower assured reporters that he is fully recovered from his minor stroke of last year.
For myself, I feel very well indeed. I have no... if I had sunlight this afternoon, I would like to be on the golf course right now, and that's what I'd like to do.
And all are a new one.
The first U.S. effort to launch a space satellite failed today when the Vanguard rocket exploded and burned just 2 seconds after it was fired at Cape Canaveral.
Won't you play something slow? It's Murray, Murray the K with the swinging soiree.
Ave. Ave. Kumasawa-sawa. And you know what that means.
Put your hands in your pockets. Speak easy when you talk. Whistle while you working. Shuffle when you walk. And if you ain't got two singles, gonna run you out of town. Come on and roll.
Vice President Nixon's South American tour has been marred by mob violence.
My thoughts were primarily these. What are you going to do in the next minute? You don't think in terms of world politics and hemispheric problems when somebody is banging on your window.
Baby, that's tough. It's boss, and I hope that you did, TCB, take care of business right there. Crazy.
I am optimistic enough to say this.
Dark clouds.
As long as I'm able, I'm going to carry on just exactly as I have in the past, and from there on, it's in the lap of the gods, and that's that.
From the sky, and the storm tore them apart.
I really think Donnie not out. I mean, everybody is really running hard.
Okay. Who was the Green Hornet's Filipino companion?
Cato.
He was a Jap to begin with, but after Pearl Harbor, they had to cool it.
I remember we...
Damn. Where the hell you come from?
The world is round, baby.
You know you're supposed to be dead.
Is that Narcissus?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm Jack. Heard a lot about you.
I can't believe it. You've been resurrected. This calls for a celebration.
My treat. I hit it big in Vegas, but they paid me off in silver dollars, and I'm getting a hernia carrying them around.
4 bottles of beer.
So? What's happening?
You ain't missed a damn thing.
Hey, listen, man, now that I'm back, the combination's reunited. Let's see if we can put a few things together.
You gonna stay?
You know it, baby. Too piercing out there. So then I split for New Mexico. I hung out with a bunch of Boy Scouts for a while. The second night I was there, the Pachuco showed up. A couple of 12-cylinder white Packards. Radios blaring. Lights bouncing all over. They're weird looking. Pig eyes. Hair all slicked back. And that mixed blood, Mexican, Indian, white. They're really juiced, you know. Nasty. About 15 of them. They gathered around this one kid who was tending the fire with a big sash across his chest. 8 million merit badges on it. They just stood there. Not even looking at him. Cleaning their nails with their switchblades. 3 of them. They came over to me. They squatted down. And one of them says, real soft, "Stay put, mother, or maybe we cut an ear." Man, was I scared. They stripped this Boy Scout right down to the pubes. They peeled him like an orange. Poor son of a bitch never said a word. He just whimpered. They staked him to the ground with 10 pegs. And then they burnt him all over with cigarette butts. When I was doing most of the actual burning, I remember, kept rubbing the kid's forehead and saying soothing things, like to a puppy. He kept it up even when he finally put the last cigarette butt out in his ear. Kid finally threw up. Just lying there, choking on it. Sort of blew the trip for me. I'm back.
Well, yes, you are, aren't you? There was a rumor you were dead.
You didn't believe that, did you?
No, not really, Narcissus.
Yeah, well, anyway, I'm back. How come you didn't answer my letters?
There really was nothing for me to say at that point.
Look, Calvin, are you bugged?
Not at all. Should I be?
You said I shouldn't go.
All I said was you wouldn't find what you were looking for. Out there, I mean.
Look, it was an experience.
Not the right one.
All right, all right. I thought it was out there, so I went and I looked, and it wasn't. So I came back.
And now?
I figure I'll settle in like you. Nice wife, home in the woods, live off the academy.
There's more to it than that, Narcissus.
I know. I haven't given up on the rest. I just got to get the externals cooled out first. I got to get organized is all.
Fine. You let me know when you're ready for the next step. I've got a class to teach. Come on, walk along with me. You won't have any problem being readmitted, will you?
No, it's all fixed. I just got to get Oof to okay my forms.
Ah, yes. I think you'll find him about the same.
Yeah, I figured. There's nothing more compulsive than a compulsive con artist.
Oh, it's not so bad. He just wants to be loved, you know.
Yeah. You know, I had a dog like that once, but he never became a dean.
In other words, you're right back where you started from.
And look, Calvin, it wasn't a complete waste of time. I mean, I saw a lot of things.
Tell me about New Mexico.
There's really nothing much to say.
Oh, come on, Nas, I know you. You have a couple of good stories to tell.
You know, I got to get these papers down to the bursar's office today.
That's the trouble with our world, Nas. People like you and me, at the mercy of the bureaucrats.
Right. So if you just whip off a signature, I mean, I could take it down there right now.
We'll have a little chat some other time, when you're not so rushed. What about Tuesday? We could have dinner.
I'll tell you the truth if I'd rather not.
Oh?
It's nothing personal. I just don't want anybody messing with my head right now. So would you mind signing that lousy paper already?
Hey, Fitzgerald.
I heard you were dead.
Hey.
I heard you got eaten by a shark in San Francisco or something.
Hey, man, does that sound like my kind of scene?
No, it's all over the campus.
Yeah, I must say you're looking very sharp these days. I mean, you got a whole new image.
No, all the brothers have to wear ties during rush week.
Yeah, impressed the new membership.
Yeah, they got me on the committee for the rush luncheon.
You're going to kill the fatted calf?
No, we're going to have steak.
Hey, is there anything in the bylaws excluding Greeks?
Come on, Paps, give me a break.
Relax, Gorsey. They're going to love me. They may even make you president of the House for bringing me. Anastas Papadopoulos.
Dan Cashone, Erie, PA.
Tom Dean, Chicago.
Dave Fanning, Rochester, New York.
Hey, what's up, Gorsey?
Hi, I'd like you to meet my buddy Paps. Paps, this is Fred Krebs from the Interfraternity Athletic Committee.
Great, it's good to have you down.
Well, it's nice to be down, Fred. Thanks, Fred.
Are you starting already?
Oh, man, when's dinner?
Nooses? Name's John Makis, with a Y. Guys call me Makes.
Well, Nassus is the way you pronounce it, but old Gorsey calls me Paps.
Yeah, old Gorsey. He's quite a guy. He's done a whole lot for the house.
Yeah, well, that's the way Gorsey is.
Yeah, good old Gorsey.
Well, that Gorsey, he really knows what's going on, huh?
Hey, he tells me you're a transfer student.
Yeah.
Yeah, old Gorsey.
Yeah.
Hey, Makes. Hey, what do you say, Ace?
Hanging free loader, fella.
Perhaps these are two more of the brothers.
Larry Albright, Cleveland.
Nice to meet you.
John Moore, Chicago.
How are you?
What you in?
Astronomy. You know, a little celestial mechanics type thing.
I hear it's a real gut.
How'd you happen to get into astronomy?
What, are you kidding? For the money.
Paps? Paps?
Hey, Ace. Hey, how they hanging, Ace?
Perfect, Dad.
Oh, you know, here and there. You know, getting the feel of the place.
Hey, Gorsey!
Hey, Jesus. Hey, Jesus, did you just see a Chinese dwarf walk by? Huh? Could you?
He's the cox on the Olympic crew, so cool it. Okay?
Are you sure? I mean, have you actually seen him in the boat?
What is the matter with you?
Nothing. Everything's cool. Ace.
Oh, now here comes Agnew. He's very influential, so be nice.
Sure.
Okay.
Horsey, where have you been keeping yourself?
Byron, I'd like you to meet Pats.
A pleasure, perhaps. How's your ass, Ace? How do you like the house?
I think it's terrific.
Well, look, if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know.
Yeah, Byron's the man to talk to.
What are you staring at my hair like that for?
What's your hair?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you were staring at my hair. I mean, does it bother you?
Hey, I think they're going into dinner.
Huh?
Let's go.
Wait a minute. You find my hair peculiar. Is that it?
Oh, no.
Dinner, perhaps.
Steak? Is that you? Jesus.
Hey, is everything okay, Nooses?
Yeah, it's fine. Sensational.
What's that sound you're making?
Oh, you mean? Oh, well, that's a little Indian thing that I do. My mantra. You know, I try to get it in after meals. You know, it sort of helps the digestion.
Really?
Wards off the old monkey demon. Hey, Wong?
Sorry, Ace. I didn't hear you.
By the way, Paps, something I wanted to ask you.
Well, you really going to ask me a question, or are you coming on?
I don't follow you.
Come on, Byron. You know what I'm talking about. I mean, you a queer or what?
What? You think
He's a fantastic put-on artist. I warn you guys, right? What are you smoking? What is that?
You know, faggots can be useful, productive members of society, as long as they keep their goddamn hands to themselves.
Let's go.
Om mane padme om. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, what? Huh? You mark my words, gang. I mean, he may be the house mascot now, but in 10 years, zoom back to Peking. A commissar.
Just a little dinner.
There's just too much shit out there. Now on, I'm just gonna lay out, stay cool. You live longer that way.
Just seems longer, that's all.
Hey, no, man. You know, there's a good life to lead here. You just stay immune, cultivate your own garden. Yeah, that's the only way, believe me. Look, I've seen the rest of it.
You know something? You sound just like my great-granddaddy. He's 187 years old, and he comes off the same bullshit you do.
Hey, you're getting very salty, old half. Boy, I can see how I came back in the nick of time.
Not the way you talking. I mean, like, I'm going to be moving, and you're going to be sitting right here on your ass. So it's only natural that we're going to wind up in two different places.
In the meantime, let's get this son of a bitch home.
Sure, baby. It's on its way.
So then you must be Mr. Papadappalam.
More or less.
We are the neighbors next door. I am George Rajabuchu, and this is my lovely wife named Irma.
Oh, yeah. How do you do?
Rather well. Some of the courses, though, are quite difficult, isn't it?
George is studying hotel administration.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sure we'll get along very well indeed.
I ought to warn you, though. I have this thing about noise.
You don't like it, of course.
No, I make it.
How long does it last?
Lasts 5 or 6 hours. Then you start to come down. It lasts quite a while longer, but not so intense.
So you ought to take it now, I guess.
An hour later. Whenever you like.
Might as well be now. Beth? Is that it? What do you do, just swallow it down?
That's all.
You really shouldn't take it unless you're sure you want to.
Why not? The sooner I get hip, the better.
It's sake. Take a sip to wash it down.
Doesn't look like much.
Microcosm and macrocosm.
I'll bear it in mind. I don't feel anything.
Be patient.
A little in the stomach.
That part goes away in a few more minutes.
Oh. I thought it was the sake.
I went out in the desert. To see the sun come up. And sure enough, there it was. Only it wasn't. It was a hydrogen bomb. It really spooked me, man. Turns out there's always a worm in the image.
How are you feeling?
Bath?
Can I get you anything?
No, that's all right. I'm fine.
That's just a painting. You saw it before. Remember?
Look, it just cut off its own head. I still don't understand it. Just tell me what it's about.
It's very simple, really, once you master it. The idea is to be able to dwell in alternate forms. If a bird flew past, I would take it within me and fly over rivers. If a stone waited in the desert, I would enter its fiber and feel the wind etch my features. You lose what you are, go into other things.
All I get is heat. No light.
You have to be patient, Narcissus. It takes time.
Hello, I'm Father Putti. You called about last rites? Yes, please come right in, Father. It's my friend. I'm afraid he's very sick.
What?
What the? You see, Father? He's been like that ever since last night. Kept babbling about demons and crossing himself, asking for a priest.
What does the doctor say?
He refuses all medical assistance. He only has faith in, you know.
Well, yes, but I think that a phone call to the infirmary
It's
would...
no use, Father. I'm afraid he's very single-minded. Father? Father? Father?
Fix me up, Father. I am a sinner and my immortal soul is in danger.
I am moved, my son, that you have sought the blessings of the church. But we must not negate the value of secular medicine, and I think that a doctor
Butchers,
would...
atheists. I know what these doctors do. They cut you open, and they look inside for a soul. And when they don't find one, they say, no soul. Maybe a pancreas, but no soul. But I've got one, Father, don't I?
Of course you do, my son, of course you do. Just comfort yourself. Thank you. Yes.
Son of a bitch, I'm gonna
But he just wanders a little.
I do think a medical opinion is called for here.
Oh.
Rest yourself, my son. Per istum sanctum unctionem et suum piissimum misericordiam indulgiat tibi Dominus quidquid per visum deliquisti.
Amen.
Per istum sanctum unctionem et suum piissimum misericordiam indulgiat tibi Dominus quidquid per tactum deliquisti. What? The sins of the feet.
Of the feet?
They carry one to sin. Per istum sanctum unctionem et suum piissimum misericordiam indulgiat tibi Dominus quidquid per gressum deliquisti.
Amen.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
Amen.
Well, it is a lovely sacrament, isn't it? Many people feel that it is for the dying. When you are fully recovered, why don't you come round to the Newman Club? Because we're always anxious for new blood.
God willing, Father.
Bastard.
This is a pleasure I promised myself for a long time.
What pleasure's that, man?
I should explain, of course. At the Phi Delta Theta House, where you made your magnificent declaration against those snobs and narrow minds. I was there that evening. They wanted to pledge me for their idiotic little club. But I was inspired by your example, and I also told them to go kiss their ass out the window, like you.
Yeah, well, I wasn't feeling too well that night.
It's good to be modest, but you're a real macho. No matter what you say. I am Rosenblum, Juan Carlos.
Okay. Good to meet you.
We will meet many times from now on. I have great respect for you, so I will be your friend.
Just like that?
Of course.
Cute, huh? Name is Proust.
Bruce?
Proust. Thinks being alone. Poor thing. He's got asthma. So we put a little coke in his mashed bananas. Just sits there for hours, tripping out. Unbelievable. Next week we're gonna shoot him up. See what happens.
Yours?
Me and the boss. Listen, he's got a weak bladder, so don't get too close.
Not a chance.
Hey, what you doing?
I'm getting high.
Who the hell is that?
That's Juan Carlos.
Rose in bloom?
His parents split from Germany when Hitler got in. He was born in Maracaibo.
Well, well, Papadopoulos. How these old eyes rejoice. What are you doing here, Mojo? I like to keep in touch with the academic community when I can find the time. Business or pleasure? That's a distinction that I prefer not to recognize. For example, it's a great, great pleasure to see you again. And at the same time, we might do a little business. Go find yourself some new talent. I'm through with that shit. We'll chat about that some other time. In the meantime, I want you to enjoy yourself. There's lots to smoke. Dozens of pretty young women. I'm not interested. Forget it. Abiento.
But where's the groove in dancing far apart? Give me something I can feel. Happy songs can turn me on. Oh, tomorrow I'll be gone. Let me have her, let me share her too, let me love her.
It's the same thing to you. I can tell it's evil, you know?
But for one lonely leaf that you found.
Hey, what's your name?
Ravi Shankar.
I dig foreigners. What kind of a name is that? It's Armenian.
Hey, I was talking to Ravi.
Nonsense. Could you wait a minute, please?
You don't want to?
No, that's not it.
Is he a period?
No, it's not my period. I'm a virgin. Really, I am. You're not angry with me, are you?
I'm not angry. It's cool.
It's just that girls have lots of things brainwashed into them. They may get to like it too much and never get married. Or get pregnant and have to.
Turn into an infomaniac. Get the clap. Scandalize Chevy Chase.
That too.
Little boy lost, still looking for your other shoe. Buckaroo, you're lost in the closet again. Little boy lost, what'll you do? Your thumb's all dry and feeling blue. It misses you, you're letting down an old friend. Lost in your pocket again. Why can't you leave everything where it lays? Looks like you went little and lost to going separate ways. Little boy found, won't you come round and see us again? Your old friend, lonely's got nothing to do. The only friend he had was you. Why can't you leave everything where it lays? Looks like you went little and lost to go separate ways. Hey, little boy found, won't you come round and see us again? Your old friend, lonely's got nothing to do. The only friend he had was you.
Narcissus. Narcissus. You okay?
What time is it? I guess I zonked out. Been here long?
About a half an hour. Door was open.
Jesus, I got some stuff on the stove.
No, it's all right. I turned it all down. It looks so comfortable. I was going to let you sleep.
Hey, you want some wine?
Yeah. I'll get it. Listen, I'm sorry I was so late.
Oh, that's cool.
The government seminar ran over and I had to stay and talk to my professor about my term project.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm here.
Oh, let me get your cushion. We'll eat Greek style, reclining.
I thought that was the Romans.
They stole it from us.
You found it.
It's supposed to be only Greeks that come bearing gifts. You turn the tables on me.
I remember you told that zombie at the party that your name was Ravi Shankar. So that gave me the idea.
Hey, really, man, thanks.
You would, of course, like these other recordings from our country. Some of the finest musicians in all of India. Pandit Chaturlal, Pandit Umkarnath Thakur, Bismillah Khan, Vilayat Hussain Khan.
I'll kill them in their sleep. That's what I'll do.
Do you know why I said I would tonight before they came in?
They will fear the sound of my footsteps. Torture, mutilation, the death of 1,000 cuts.
Because I want you. As much as you want me.
Then we'll kill them together.
Don't you want to?
You kidding?
Then it's a date. And this time, no music. It must have been a Tampax. When I was 14, I was just starting to get my period.
Come on now, baby. It's cool.
And I wasn't used to them. So I had one in, and I forgot about it. And then I tried to put another one in. And then I felt a pain, like something ripping inside of me. That must have been it. Oh, shit.
What? What?
We just start and already everything's all screwed up.
Well, wait a minute. How do you arrive at that conclusion?
And it's just I mean, we have to be able to trust each other.
We do, baby, we do. I trust you, I swear to God.
Yeah, this just makes it harder for you.
I mean it, really.
Oh, young whoopee.
Well, that takes care of that.
What was it?
The Hopi fertility rite.
What does it mean?
How do I know, man? Do I look like a Hopi?
That was very impressive.
Yeah, sure. It's a pretty serious thing. I mean, you plant the seed in the ground.
Oh, what was it you planted anyway?
Grass.
Hey, come sit down next to me. I'm getting a crick in my neck looking up at you.
It's only fair to warn you that as soon as I hit the ground, I'm gonna, do it to you.
Right here?
Well, we might roll around a little, but, this is the general vicinity.
The only effective solution, as I see it, is to make the executive committee, and not the steering committee, our official representative at all future sessions of the student-faculty board.
Sure, that's because you're in the executive committee.
Mr. Chairman, I believe I still have the floor. It's simply a question of which group is closer to the realities of the situation. There are no ulterior motives, Mr. Rosenbluth.
Mr. Chairman.
If I can't talk to him, I don't want him to talk to me.
Mr. Chairman, may I make a motion?
We're debating a previous motion.
I move...
Out of order. Sit down, Lump.
You shut up. I move that we pass a resolution to
Lumpers,
meet with...
You're out of order.
But I haven't finished. To meet with someone in the faculty senate and to just explain it to them, because I don't think they know what our position is. So, I mean, how can we negotiate with them if they don't know what we want?
As long as we have no actual power to back up our position, negotiations are a farce.
That's precisely why we have to reassign the responsibility to a group which is more...
Nobody yield to you either.
On a point of order.
All right, please. Let's try and follow the rules of procedure.
Motion on the floor now is whether or not to empower the steering committee to make binding agreements without a vote of endorsement.
We tabled that.
No, we did not. It wasn't seconded.
Could we have a ruling from the chair, please?
Why don't we give Kristen a chance?
Is that your ruling?
You could at least try to be a little polite to a lady, eh?
The real problem here is the same as it's always been. We all know the IFC clique doesn't want to delegate power to any group it doesn't control.
And we have the votes, too.
Yes, they do have the votes. And that's the reason the steering committee hasn't been able to get anywhere so far. There's no point in sending any group to negotiate unless we're willing to back them up with enough authority so they can do the job.
Come on, let's have a vote already. I'm cutting a lab.
Move to previous question.
Second. All right. The motion is that the steering committee be empowered to enter into binding agreements with representatives of the student-faculty board without prior ratification by the general membership. In favor? Opposed? Motion is defeated.
It's so hopeless it makes me want to cry.
Then why do you keep going back?
Maybe I'm a fanatic.
Or a masochist. I mean, you said so yourself. It's hopeless, so why do you keep knocking yourself out?
No, I just keep thinking maybe I can get through to them somehow.
Oh, the hell with them. Look, the whole point is that we're immune to all that. As long as we're cool with each other, we got nothing to worry about.
It's a rather selfish attitude, don't you think?
Selfish? You didn't understand a word I said, did you?
I didn't want to get into an argument about it.
down, don't you?
Lovely little pied-à-terre you have here. Oh, excuse me. Let me present my traveling secretary and confidant, Heap. This is Papadopoulos.
What's cracking, baby?
What do you want?
Make us some coffee, Heap. No, stay where you are, Narcissus. Please don't go to any trouble on our account.
Look, Mojo, I told you already, I'm not dealing around here.
At least you ought to wait till I've outlined the proposition. You might find it tempts you. Short, pleasant trip abroad, all expenses paid, plus a considerable cash payment.
I don't care, man. I don't care what it is.
Surely it's not a matter of your moral scruples. I thought you beyond that sort of...
Look, I am in a whole new scene here, and I keep it very cool. So find yourself a new boy.
That is a disappointment. Still, perhaps you might recommend someone.
I can't help you there either.
Pity. But just to show there are no hard feelings. This is merely a gift. No strings attached, whatever, I assure you. Do take a taste of this admirable boo at the first opportunity. Special Cuban blend. And now, we must be pushing on.
Narcissus, don't make such a big deal about it. He is my father, for Christ's sake.
What did you tell him?
He's interested in what I do. After all, I am his only daughter. Told him about you? He's just curious. Quite natural from his point of view. Just wants to see what you're like, that's all.
Well, he's so goddamn anxious to meet me. What did you tell him?
Nothing. Just that I've been seeing you. It's been a while, you know. He's figured it out. He's not dumb, even though he does work for the government. All he's asking, all I'm asking is for one short weekend of your valuable time. Just so he can see you, talk to you for a little while.
Look, I just don't feature myself. Sitting on a veranda down in Chevy Chase, sipping martinis and shooting the shit about how the gold reserve is depleting and the coloreds are moving in.
And has it occurred to you that I might want you to out of simple respect for my family?
Respect? How many times have you told me what a fascist bastard he is?
That's beside the point.
Hey, baby, it's just not cool any way you look at it. Where'd you get it?
An old buddy of yours.
Hmm?
That guy Mojo.
How do you know him?
From that party out by the Dairy Queen.
Look, he's a bad cat, an evil son of a bitch.
I know the cat is a dope peddler.
The kind of shit he's into, peddling dope is an alibi for
Look,
him.
man, is the cat for real or is he just jive?
Oh, no, he's for real. That's the trouble.
Well, that's all I want to know then.
Hey, look, Hef, I'm telling you. You get into a scene with him, and sooner or later it's going to end up bad.
The cat's not going to marry my sister. I'm just going to pick up a little shit for him, that's all.
Come on, Hef. Don't bullshit me.
Look, it's a free ticket to Cuba and a little operating capital on top. Just between you and me, once I get down there, I just might not come back.
What do you mean?
There's lots of interesting things going on down there, man. Cats with beards running all around there up there in the hills, getting ready for a full-on revolution.
Man, you've been watching too many of those old movies on The Late Show. The third enchilada on the left contains the map of the minefields. Deliver the zircon to Fapa.
Come on, Paps, you gonna tell me that don't sound like a gas?
Are you out of your fucking mind?
No, man.
Oh, wow. I got a lot of work to do on your head. Hey, where you going?
To the library.
What for?
I have 2 papers due next week, and I have to get to work on them, and I just can't concentrate here.
All right, I'll see you later, huh? Look, if you have eyes to split, that's one thing. But why does it have to be Cuba?
Why not? I want to be someplace where things are happening for a change.
You know they use real bullets down there. You can get killed.
Well, something's going to kill you sooner or later, man. It's what you do in the meantime that matters.
You really going then?
Well, you know it, man. 2 more days, then it's goodbye bullshit. Rosenblum's going, too. We driving down in his car. There's room if you want to make this.
No, thanks, man. I fought my wars already. Hey, listen, man. We got to have a real blast before you go. Now, you and Jack come over and I'll fix you a Greek feast. I mean, real hero food, huh?
I don't know, man.
What do you mean you don't know?
Look, Paps, that scene puts me uptight, okay?
What are you talking about?
You and the chick, man. I just can't cut being in the middle of all that hostility.
What hostility? That's a few minor hassles, that's all.
Anything you say, Paps.
Look, you can't make deals with love. It's all or it's nothing at all.
Says who?
Everybody. It's even a song, for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm willing.
To do what?
To give up everything for you.
Well, for you, it's a different thing.
Why?
Because you don't have anything to give up. You don't actually do anything. All you do is sit and smoke pot and talk about your immunity and how much hipper you are than everybody else.
I happen to be hipper than anybody else.
Well, what good does it do you, for God's sake?
And that's what you give me when I ask you to give up that shit-ass committee? Man, you got a lot of hostility in you. You know that?
It's getting more and more, too. You think you can put down my family, my major, my committee, and that's all right?
I don't do it to be nasty. It just happens to be my honest opinion. What do you want me to do, lie about it?
Gnosis, even if you are totally right. If all I do isn't worth a plug nickel, then it's still 1 plug nickel more than your scene is worth. Let me explain it to you very slowly. The only thing that's happening in your life is me. Outside of that, there just isn't anything. Nothing at all. Just a guy sitting in a chair, smoking a joint.
And what are you hanging around for?
Just to make sure you get the point.
Well, in that case, you might as well split.
Case I will.
Go! Go! Where's Kristen?
What's the matter?
Where is she?
I thought she was with you. She signed out overnight. I thought naturally if she...
Who's there? You son of a bitch. Come on if you're coming. My own personal monkey demon.
You ought to try to get some sleep.
Yeah, you bet.
You'll be safe here. It won't come back tonight.
It does, man. It can have me.
That would gain nothing. Listen, Narcissus, if it should come back, for any reason, you must stand up and defy it. Make it go back to its cave.
You got a shotgun?
I'm serious. The way you describe it, it seems so familiar.
You cut out that familiar. You're scaring the crap out of me.
I'm sorry. But, you know, there is danger, Narcissus.
But why, goddammit? That's what I don't understand. The whole point is I'm supposed to be immune.
Apparently not to everything. Not to her.
Oh, Jesus.
Get some sleep, okay? I'll be nearby.
Hey, Calvin. Thanks, man.
It's all right, Narcissus.
Get out of here, you bastard.
You shouldn't be here, Narcissus.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He has no answers to give you.
Hey, Beth, please, go away, all right? I'm trying to get my head into something here.
Forms, objects, creatures.
Look, I don't know myself.
That's Calvin's ethos.
Yeah? All right, so what?
You'll kill yourself. That's what.
Everybody's talking kill all of a sudden. We just cool it out with the kill for a while, huh?
It's no good, Narcissus. It doesn't work. It forces you away from what you really are.
Hey, Beth, come on, man. It's the middle of the night.
Listen to me. You can't stay there. You can't live in that place he wants you to go. You have to come back or you'll die. Don't you see that?
Leave me alone, will you?
He's sitting up tonight, all night, looking through his occult books, trying to find your demon. He's a fool, Narcissus. He'll never find it in the occult.
He's your goddamn husband. What are you putting him down for?
He doesn't know what's real.
Jesus.
That's real.
Hello, Hev? Hey,
Hey, man, look, I'm out here in a phone booth. Could you come pick me up? Yeah, I know. But you see, the thing is, I can't. I don't know where to go.
I saw the contact man this morning. Cat named Motherball. Got a back room full of the most wasted junkies you ever saw. Runs a cantina right around the corner from the hotel. Score day after tomorrow, then it's off to the hills. Oh man, it's gonna be so beautiful. 6 months, that's all they figure. A full-scale offensive by New Year's, then it's all over.
Sounds terrific. Only watch your ass.
Oh man. Will you stop with that shit already? Okay, you and the chick had a bad thing going. Like you finally got hip to it, and you split. So it's over, for Christ's sake.
Over? What do you mean over? Who said anything about being over?
What the hell you doing down here?
I'm just laying out for a while, that's all. Till she wakes up. Once she realizes...
Look, you're the one that's got to wake up. She's got a noose around your neck, and it stretches all the way from there to here.
Todo lo que yo puedo hacer por su amigo es darle una receta para la farmacia. Son unas píldoras, poco fuertes, pero le harán bien. Dígale que no se preocupe.
He says not to worry. He's going to give you a prescription for the pharmacia. Very strong pills. You'll be fine in about 2 weeks.
Okay. Come on, let's split.
Dígamele también que traer una gonorrea aquí a La Habana es como ir a llevar pan a la panadería.
He says that to bring the club to Havana is like bringing bread to the bakery.
Subtitles already. Come on, I want to get out of here.
Ah, un momentito. Dígale que son 2 pesos, pero 2 pesos americanos.
You're in $2, American. This is on me.
I wish it was, man. I wish it was.
Yeah,
Look, you sure it was her?
it was her.
How do you know? You know, I mean...
Look, it was her, goddammit.
Hey, come on, man. Be cool.
It couldn't be anybody else because I haven't made it with anybody else. That's how I know.
All right, but still...
Look, man, just forget it, all right?
Believe me, man, this is the best thing that could have happened to you.
How do you figure that?
No, I mean it.
Yeah, well, I'm just celebrating is all.
Well, look, now at least you know what's happening. I kept asking myself, shit, now what's it going to take for him to realize that he's into a bad scene? Well, okay, now you know.
Hey, later with all that positive thinking.
Hey,
huh?
look, there ain't going to be no later. The time for you to straighten out is now or it's never.
Man,
Now, you better listen to me, man. I ain't bullshitting you now. What you gonna do? Lie here on your ass for the rest of your life?
I'll be all right. I just have to lay out for a while.
Well, what the hell you think you've been doing besides laying out? Look, I'm not asking you to come up to the hills with me. Make any scene you want to, but for Christ's sakes, knock off the bullshit and get your ass on the move.
Hey, Hef, let's not beef, okay?
Don't you understand? I'm not beefing with you. I ain't got time for it, and I ain't got time to sit here and hold your hand while you get it together either.
You American? Huh? You want to get laid, huh? I got nice nookie virgin. Come on, come on, come on. Huh? Hey, 12 years old, very cheap. You like her. Hey, come on. Huh? Hey, vamos, huh? Hey, come on, huh? Hey,
look, splat!
Can't tell the world from the face of a girl. I think I'm seeing double. My gut and my heart can't tell them apart. It's always been my trouble. Rusty old heads asleep in their beds take comfort in their dreaming. Losers, it seems, find peace in their dreams. Me, I wake up screaming.
Welcome. Take a seat. What's your pleasure?
Your pleasure.
You, Motherball? What prompts your inquiry?
I'm a friend of Mojo's.
Well, then that puts an entirely different complexion on the matter. Yes. It's a great pleasure to meet you, sir. My wife, Maud. Your arrival is perfectly timed. This evening, we're having a few of our regular patrons in for a little informal poetry reading.
I do hope you'll be able to stay and join us.
I'll stay. I'll stay.
Rachel Lindsay tonight. I do so like him, don't you? I'm just mixing up the refreshments now. An old family recipe. We call it summer snow. It's strictly organic, natural ingredients from the hands of Mother Nature herself, nothing artificial. Milk, shredded fresh coconut, orange juice, raspberry sherbet, white Bacardi rum, mashed peyote buttons, and a soupçon of cocaine for flavor. Drink it through this. Does something for the taste. Impossible to explain, but... Last night at black midnight, I awoke with a cry. The windows were shaking. There was thunder on high. The floor was a tremble. The door was ajar. White fires, crimson fires, shone from afar. They rushed to the dooryard. The city was gone. My home was a hut, without orchard or lawn. It was mud smear and logs near a whispering stream. Nothing else built by man could I see in my dream. Then ghost kings came headlong, row upon row, gods of the Indians, torches aglow. They mounted the bear, and the elk, and the deer, and eagles gigantic, aged and sere. They rode longhorn cattle, they cried, "Ah-la-la!" They lifted the knife, the bow and the spear. They lifted ghost torches from fires below. My idea is a verse cycle encompassing the vast body of American poetry, right on up through Edgar A. Guest. My customers seem to enjoy it, remarkably faithful in their attendance.
They got that tube in their face.
Puts them in the proper mood, dear boy. Makes them more receptive. Now this evening, I'm going to start working my way through Edward Arlington Robinson. Now you'll enjoy that. It's just a minor political disagreement. Becoming quite common nowadays. It's nothing to worry about. They never come in here. Now the thing I like about Robinson is that queer little sense of meter.
Paps? Paps! Come on, man. Come on, you gotta hold on to me. Come on, you don't know what's happened. It's been a lot of trouble. You're all right. Come on, follow me.
All the way down, the long way around, back roads I have taken, crashing from dreams, flashes and screams left me sick and shaking. Do myself in again and again, trying to relieve it. I could see the end of me. I can't believe it.
We ought to have something to mark the grave.
Forget it.
Everybody has something.
It's over, man, huh? Let's skip the small shit.
Dusty and beat, I can't take the heat. It's a hot wind that's been blowing. I lost my way so many times, forgot where I was going. Forget what I said, bury the dead. My promise was unspoken.